Hello and welcome everybody to 2002. This, the face of the year 2002, is not this. For most people. Maybe if you're an engineer at Tailor-Made. For most of us, it was Kelly Clarkson on American Idol. You know, it was like, whoa, Kelly, we love you. I didn't say Carrie Underwood. Did I say Carrie Underwood? I didn't say anything about Carrie Underwood. But either way, in 2002, that was huge news. And when it comes to golf, you know, Tiger Woods, have you heard of him? Won the Masters. So I don't think I need to say more than that. 2002 was an interesting transition year here in the United States. We had a really rough 2001, global events in New York and the Pentagon. And that led us to hopefully some normality in 2002. Let's get this on the review table and have a look. As you can tell, this year we're hitting the Tailor-Made 200 steel. And today we have the lovely driver. 10.5 degree. You can see defined by Tailor-Made 200 steel, etched in steel, just the way we like it. And there is this center turf interaction portion right here, very much like the V steel, but it's a driver. You can see the Tailor-Made gray on either side. We spin around the skirt, obviously the loft, and then on the toe is very clean. So at address, you can see the two lines right here. Again, that's not painted, that's actually embedded in the steel. It's stamped in there. And then the face, a lovely Tailor-Made face. It's good. It's, for the time, it was a very reasonable size. A little bit of paint spills over here near the hosel. There is a registration number or serial number right here on the hosel as well. We have a 1 silver ring ferrule. Overall, very appropriate for the era. Tailor-Made light S90 shaft right here. 2002 is when these were available. Tailor-Made grip, this lovely Tor Velvet style grip. It just has some Tailor-Made branding here on the butt. So we have a lovely Tailor-Made driver. Let's take it out on the range and see what we can do with it. So the footage, I just watched the footage. Read the comments. People will write essays about what's going on in that video, but I like this driver, okay? So that's not representative of how I feel. Sometimes I hit drivers really well and I hate them. Sometimes I hit them poorly on the range. You know, I hit 3 or 4 balls. Give me a break. You know, there are going to be some weird ones in there, but I don't base my like and dislike off of one range session, okay? So this driver, to me, is in that discussion. I reviewed last week or the week before, I can't remember when, the Tommy Armour HTS steel, okay, where they're promoting their amazing steel. Tailor-Made, you know, is all about the steel on this driver. They wrote steel on it. So at this point, it's a proven metal. And the reason why I feel like this is more pertinent to the discussion of the transition from steel and wood to titanium is because this was a driver that a lot of people use, and it was kind of Tailor-Made finishing their transition to titanium. As we, all remember, you get the 200, the 300, and then we're getting things like the 540, the 580, the 580XD titanium drivers in the Tailor-Made lineup. And this, is them wrapping up. This is like the second to last step of them wrapping up their Steel Series drivers. So to me, this is a very pertinent part and a very interesting historical part in that transition to different materials. Not saying that they can't go back to steel, because titanium with inflation could become outrageously priced. We have no idea. They might switch back to steel. I just don't know. I can't see the future. So interesting time, and this driver feels and looks really good. I really like the lineup lines. I like how there's the stripe down the middle. To me, that gives me a really clean look at what I'm looking at. I know in other Tailor-Made drivers, they've painted lines on there. But for me, this is really clean, and I really like the look of this club at a dress. Now, would I play this in a 2002 set? And the answer is yes, but asterisk. I would need some other transitional clubs. Does that make sense? Like VAS was introduced in the late 90s, the vibration absorption system from Cleveland. And then we move into some of the more tailor-made stuff. And so I wouldn't play like the latest, greatest technology. In 2002, I would still be playing probably the non-dampened style clubs from Tailor-Made and build just frankly, I would just put together a 200 steel set. And then I would play that against like a 2003 titanium driver set with like dampers and like Ping G2s or something, just something, completely different to capture that transition. So I like the idea of doing that. I might make videos about that where I play one set versus another set, or, go out with my golfing buddies and kind of show the difference between the two sets in 1 year, how the transition happened from, this wasn't a 1 year thing, obviously it was over like a decade, from steel to titanium. And just to show how the contrast that you can have in 1 year of stuff like this coming out. So let me know your thoughts about the Tailor-Made 200 steel driver. The irons I really like, the 3-wood I really like. So the fairway woods I love, but this is very average but representative. So historically I feel like this has a place in my collection. Just my opinions. Let us know yours in the comments below. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to support this channel, you can visit me on Patreon. I post a few behind the scenes pictures, videos, updates on there. It's just general support over there. You can also support me by visiting my Amazon shop. I put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.